Hey everyone, Greg Kelly here, writer and director at Creative Clones. I've been directing and producing music videos for the past 10 years, and a few people have asked me about how to get into the biz, so I thought I'd put together a video and share my experiences. A great way to make your first music video is to reach out to a musician that you already know, be it a family member, a friend, or just someone you know about, like old mate down the road who plays his drums a bit too loud. Whether they be a solo artist or in a band, coming together and creating something that will mutually benefit the both of you can be a great way to make your debut music video. The first music video I ever did was back in 2012, and it was made for an old friend I had worked with years prior. I can't remember how it came about exactly, but there was comfort in making it for someone I already knew, who would be more forgiving if I happened to make a flaming turd of a music video. Luckily, it wasn't a flaming turd, and here's a bit of it.
I don't belong. I'm the weakest link. I know my time's coming now. There's nothing here for me.
You can watch the whole clip via the link in the description. We did this narrative non-performance clip on the smell of an oily rag, somewhere around the 500 mark. The location was provided by the artist, which was great because of my books finding a suitable location is half the battle. We kept the crew to 3 people, myself, my director of photography and an assistant, all working as volunteers. The camera gear was hired at mates' rates through a production company I'd done work with. The dolly was free from my old film school, and our actor Kyla Nicole, who I'd worked with previously on a short film, agreed to come on board as she wanted a music video credit on her portfolio. She also did her own makeup and provided her own costume. As well as directing and producing, I was in charge of catering, providing homemade sandwiches. When you're starting out, you'll find yourself wearing many hats. Thanks to the internet, there's many ways to stalk artists in your area and make contact with them. SoundCloud, Reddit, and Facebook groups are all handy. Just make sure you contact an artist that is still active. You should be able to tell from the last date they posted on social media. That's exactly how I found the artist for my second music video. In Australia, we have a website called Triple J Unearthed, which houses many emerging and unsigned artists. I filtered through all the genres I liked, listened to a bunch of tracks, and then sent messages to all the artists that I dug. One got back to me, an artist named Arundel. We met up, chatted, and vibed, and organised to make a clip that would mutually benefit the both of us. The budget was double my first clip, so still not a lot. Again, it was an exercise in asking favours and using what we had available. Unlike my first clip, the artist came up with the concept this time. But I liked his ideas, so I had no qualms collaborating with him.
Shouting loud like a preacher, I need some kind of relief, so come and help me out.
Why don't we go out tonight? We could dance with the poor sunrise.
You can watch the whole clip in the description below. Most importantly, make sure you and the artist are on the same page. It's very likely no one's getting paid, so everyone has to get something out of it. It's fine if someone takes the lead, but there's no room for dictators or egos. You may have noticed that I mentioned the words mutual benefit a couple of times now. That's because it's very important that while you do these small, unpaid, and at times grueling low-budget music videos, you get something out of it. Obviously, the artist is getting a free or cheap clip for their track, but you also have to get something out of it for your portfolio. If you're not vibing the track, the artist, or the idea for the video, then you're probably not going to bother showing it off, so don't do it. Save your energy for something you really want to do and promote. If you're lucky enough to have yourself or the artist put some cash into the clip, then great, but chances are you're going to be doing it on a shoestring budget, or nothing, so don't be afraid to ask for favours. I found being transparent with people is always the best. Letting them know you have a tiny budget and seeing what they're willing to give you. Chances are if they're not using it, they'll let you have it for mates rates, or even better, for free. But don't out-welcome your favors. People will get sick of you constantly asking for them. I found trading is always a good currency too. Say someone helps you out on your shoot, and you do something for them in return, like help them out on their shoot.
You scratch my balls, I scratch yours.
I'm pretty sure it's back.
Well, my back is not itching.
Music videos are not for everyone, so make sure you surround yourself with crew members that are passionate about making something creative and not something money driven, because there's no real money to be made in music videos when you start out, and sometimes even later on. I've been lucky enough to work with some great people who just want to make creative stuff and understand the low budget nature of music videos. If you don't have any immediate crew to work with, then filmmaking Facebook groups or even studying at a film school can be handy networking tools. As wanky as it sounds, music videos are an extremely visual medium. The artist is bringing the audio, so you have to bring the pictures. I was lucky enough to shoot my first few music videos on Red digital cameras, but you don't need a professional grade camera. You can use a DSLR, you can use a camcorder, you can use a Super 8 camera, as long as you're complementing the music, which means nailing the concept. The artist may have a concept in mind for their track already, or an idea of a concept, or maybe just a picture or a video reference. If you dig their concept, great, but if you have nothing, you'll need to create your own and pitch it to them. Without going into too much detail, it pays to get into the practice of creating director's treatments. A director's treatment is a document that clearly explains the vision for your concept through pictures and video references. This will be your number one pitching tool when dealing with artists and management, especially if you're getting good with a record label. I feel music videos generally don't get enough credit. If you're into narrative music videos, they're great at teaching you how to tell a story without dialogue, and to tell a story within a short space of time, as most music videos range in the 3 to 4 minute territory. Performance music videos can teach you blocking and camera movements if you want to transition into fashion films and commercials. But my last piece of advice would be to just do it. Once you complete your first music video, things become much easier, and a lot of unknowns become knowns, and you can navigate the whole process more fluently. You can also meet some interesting people and have a lot of fun, all the while making something you created out of nothing. I think David Lynch put it best.
We don't do anything without an idea, so they're beautiful gifts.
Till next time.